Ahoy Ragamuffins, Jamie here, and welcome to 5-Minute Movements, a section dedicated to get you moving and grooving for, yep, you guessed it, 5 minutes. What we're going to be utilizing today are mini bands. These are, to be honest, I haven't found one that I like super love or a brand that I like. My favorite one is from physical therapy, I don't know, a couple years back. So if you have one of these, hopefully you have one that feels safe and secure on you. So we're going to be doing each movement for about 50 seconds with a 20-second transition time. Everything's going to be standing in this one. So if you need something for balance, have something nearby. Hopefully 20 seconds will give you enough time. We're not going to do much like body transitions on this one with the band, so they're all going to be around the legs for what we're doing today. As always, you know your body better than I do. Take a break whenever you need it. And let's get started. All right, 15 seconds in, we're gonna place our bands around about our shins, okay? Knees and toes are gonna be aligned here. We're gonna roll shoulders back and come into a lateral walk. So I'm always keeping resistance in the band. That means I'm not coming in and letting the band drop off my legs. I'm holding here, knees are slightly bent, and I'm leading with my heel coming to the side and then to that other side, bringing it in and out, pretending like you have a book on your head as you're coming to each side. So that makes sure that you're not tipping one way, like that. You're really using that glute med to step to the side. And the resistance is gonna vary. You should feel something in kind of your back pocket, side pocket area as we're working that glute med in this lateral walk. 2 and 1. All right, for the next one, I come forward and back. I think those other ones are called monster walks. I forget which ones are called monster walks in the PT world, but forward and back, we're gonna come in, kind of make this half moon shape and come out. But we're gonna also be walking forward. Work with what work with what area you have. If you don't have a lot of area, you can come up 1 and up 2. So if I can come up 2 and back 2. Up 2, back 2. There, I got it. Or you can, if you have a lot of length, you can come up, walk it up. Again, that book on the head, you're thinking about that piece, leading with the heel, coming up, and you can do like, ha. Okay, no, not doing it. Okay. The placement of the band. So let's talk about the placement of the band as we're doing this exercise. The joint, we have the knee joint, we have the ankle joint. We're right now in between the knee joint and the hip joint. We have the band in between the ankle and the knee right now. If we wanted to make this a little easier, we would bring it between the knee and the hip. Less joints that we have to control during. But right now we're gonna keep it down here for this next one. You can hold on to the wall for stability. Feet are aligned. We're gonna have standing stability leg here, and we're gonna come out. So I call these stability left, stability right. Whatever side you're doing, we're gonna do the opposite side next. Keeping hips aligned. As you can see, I'm kind of coming a little lateral and a little back. I like to call these like 4 o'clocks and 8 o'clocks because, you know, every once in a while I throw in a 3 o'clock or a 9 o'clock, but I'm really coming back. You should also feel this in the other side of your leg. Your stability leg is working as well. So use something for balance. If not, try to keep those hips aligned. As you bring it back, come back. Maybe you're holding on to the back of a chair as you step back or kick that leg out. 20 seconds to transition. Thank goodness I have water. I was like, where did I put my water? We're gonna come into that other side. So again, hold on to the wall, hold on to the back of a chair. Anything for balance, if necessary. Knee is soft, align with hip. We're now coming into that other side. Now this side's already fatigued, right? We've been working, this is kind of a whole glute med sequence with the band. So now I'm doing my left. I think it might say right on there because I put it on there. But anyway, I'm kicking my leg back and I'm coming into that kind of 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8:30 if you will, if you're like on that whatever clock. What is it? Analog? No, digital analog. Sometimes I have to say the other thing in order to figure out what the thing is. Like counterclockwise, clockwise. Okay, yeah, I got it. So shifting, kicking that leg out, and then slowly bringing it back in. We're focusing on the resistance here, so we don't want it to come in like that. We want resistance, slow, bring it back in. Good. Now we're gonna come into stability squats. So I'm gonna bring it above my knees, right above my knees. If you'd like, you can have a chair behind you. If not, no worries. We're gonna come into a slow squat down. Knees are gonna be aligned with toes as we sit back, chest up. As we sit back into that squat, hold. I want you to meet the resistance on the band. I don't want you to butterfly out. I want you to meet the resistance as you come down. So pretend I'm touching my bottom to a chair and slowly coming up. So you can have that chair for a tactile cue, meeting the resistance. Weight is in the heels. Meet the resistance. Again, not butterfly here, but we're just meeting that resistance. That's gonna depend on your band too. Maybe you have a heavy or a medium right now. This one is light, so it's not giving me much resistance, but it's the most color contrast one that I have with my outfit today. So sometimes you have to plan color contrast when you're making videos. All right, and you always wear black or gray or navy. So that is the last one in that sequence. Hopefully you felt a little bit of activity going on in your hips, maybe ankles for some stability stuff too. Let me know how you liked this one. More mini bands to come. Oh, wow. Okay, one more shot.